pretty even line. Early Voting's got speed towards the outside here. Smart Storm from in between horses with Matt Doyle, and at the rail it's Sulfero. They really line up. My Brother Cam is also in the early mix. It's going to be My Brother Cam and Early Voting on the far outside post there, 1-2 as they come out of the chute. Then comes Sulfero, who's tracking in the third position, was right up with these leaders. Dropping back a touch was Matt Doyle in fourth. Then Smart Storm. Second to last, Iconic Adventure, and the trailer is Main Event. It's a pressured early pace. 3 across the racetrack. My Brother Cam with a head in front. Sulfero ready to apply pressure and takes the lead. It's Sulfero now with a head in front of My Brother Cam and a 3 wide. Early Voting. Matt Doyle is watching that action there, is 2 lengths back in the 4th spot. Iconic Adventures moved forward, is taken 5th. Under a drive is Smart Storm. The trailer is Main Event. 47.19 for that half-mile time. They work into this far turn in the opener. Sulfero and an oncoming, menacing Early Voting right up on the outside, and Early Voting is taking the lead. Sulfero is back to second, battles on. Matt Doyle's had a nice trip, is making up some ground from third. Also running on is Iconic Adventure. Then comes Main Event, Smart Storm. Eased out of it is My Brother Cam. Quarter mile left to go. Early Voting has the lead, and Early Voting is up by 2.5. Matt Doyle is in pursuit in the center of the racetrack with Iconic Adventure, who is also rallying on with Main Event. 8th to go. It's still Early Voting. Matt Doyle is getting closer. Early Voting has got the lead. Matt Doyle to the outside, gonna make it close. Early Voting is fending off Matt Doyle, who's wandering around just a touch. It's going to be Early Voting in the opener. Early Voting gets it. Matt Doyle, Iconic Adventure, and Main Event in 1 minute 38.41 seconds.
And they're off. And Early Voting is sent right out for the early lead. Constitution Lawyer down at the rail, and Courvoisier is alongside. Then comes Grantham, who is racing in 4th. Mr. Jefferson's next in 5th. Cook Creek on the extreme outside is running in 6th. And then Unbridled Bomber next in 7th, followed by Gilded Age in 8th. Smarten Up is down on the inside in 9th, followed by No Need to Worry and Un Ojo. The 11 3-year-olds are heading for the Aqueduct backstretch, and it is the favorite, Early Voting, who leads here by 1.5 lengths. Courvoisier is in second, the opening quarter mile in 23 and 2/5 seconds. Constitution Lawyer sits in third, about 4.5 lengths off the lead. Then it's another 2.5 to Grantham, who's running in 4th. Unbridled Bombers down on the inside in 5th. Then comes Cook Creek and Mr. Jefferson, a 5-length gap back to a Gilded Age. Half mile in 48 seconds. Early Voting setting the pace here and leading by a little more than 2 lengths. Courvoisier remains in second as the field now heads for the far turn. Early Voting moves up by 3 lengths now. Courvoisier is next in second. Grantham is on the extreme outside and gaining some ground from third. Then Mr. Jefferson, followed by Unbridled Bomber, who is dropping back. Cook Creek, Gilded Age now makes his move on the extreme outside. But Early Voting has now built a 6-length lead. Ran 3/4 in 1:14 and 1. Grantham moving into second. Gilded Age is on the outside. It is Early Voting with the lead in the stretch. Early Voting in front now by 8 lengths. Gilded Age on the outside takes second, and Grantham is next in third. It is Early Voting who is isolated here. A late move here from Gilded Age, Grantham, and towards the inside, Un Ojo. It is Early Voting who was on top right from the start, and Early Voting wins the Withers wire to wire. And we are set for the Wood Memorial. And they're off, and it was a hesitant beginning for number 5, Morello, who was last in the early going. Early Voting is out for the early lead. AP Secrets on the outside, and down at the rail it is a Golden Code. Steadying there just a bit with Skippy Longstocking as they go around the clubhouse turn. To his outside is Baris. Then it's a break up 2.5 lengths to a Long Term, who races in 6th. Mo Donegal is down at the rail in 7th, and Morello is the trailer in 8th. As the 4/5 seconds, and it is Early Voting setting the pace here and leading by 1/2 length. AP Secret keeping up the pressure on the outside in second, and then it is Baris and Golden Code. The two of them are 3rd and 4th. The two New York breds are 3rd and 4th. then 2.5 lengths. Back to Skippy Longstocking. Mo Donegal is down at the rail. Long Term is coming on through, and Morello continues to trail right now about 7 lengths from the lead. The half was running 47-3, and it is early voting on top as they go around the far turn. Early voting 3/4 of a length. AP Secret is in second. Baris is next in third. Skippy Longstocking runs in fourth, and now Mo Donegal begins to pick it up. Mo Donegal is gaining ground towards the inside. Morello is now up to sixth, but with an awful lot to do as they hit the top of the stretch. 3/4 went in 1:11-2. It is early voting, trying to take them wire to wire here. Early voting in front. Mo Donegal comes on through down on the inside to grab second. It is early voting in front. A challenge here from Mo Donegal. Early voting trying to hold on with a 16th to the finish. Mo Donegal bearing down on the outside. It's Mo Donegal and early voting, and it is Mo Donegal. Mo Donegal won the Remsen here as a 2-year-old, and he comes back to win today's 97th running of the Wood Memorial.